South Lagoon, Chicago. We're looking for trying to catch some carp. I've caught them here before, but it was a few years ago, so I got some information from a local guy and he said to try near the boathouse here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have a look. I have is this is a good spot. A guy caught a 29 pounder here in the spring, as well as a load of other 20s, but I mean that was months ago, so they could be, you know, they've got different places, different time of year. I did actually see a fish down by the bridge when I was bass fishing the other day, so I might go and have a look down there. I kind of fancy that as well.
Do you think there's loads of weeds in this?
There's a lot of weeds, yeah, but I mean under this tree, because it's the shade, it's not so weedy, so it's a nice clear spot under there, I would think. I can't see to the bottom, but it looks pretty clear, so it's no good fishing if your bait's all covered up in weeds. So I'm going to check out the bridge anyway. Sometimes it can take me a couple of hours before I just get the right vibe, even if I don't see him, just get the right vibe so you're not feel like you're sitting there and wasting your time. You know?
So why did you decide here?
Like I said, I saw a fish top the other side of the bridge a few days ago when I was bass fishing, and I just, you know, under the bridge it's a structure. It's, you know, fish are attracted to shade and cover, so I don't know. It just feels good, you know. There is a bit of a carp fishing scene in Chicago. There's a few bait companies here, a few carp tackle, which is pretty rare in the United States. But the fish still aren't really pressured like they are in England, you know. So, you know, you could just stop off. You can use bread or corn is the best bait, really. It's a great bait. They love it. They can see it, they can smell it.
All this fishing gear, do you rent it every city you go in, or is this yours?
No, I have. As far as my carp gear goes, I keep it on the trucks with all the gear. But these are telescopic, so they go down pretty small. But I have a big hard case to put all this stuff in. I mean, stuff like this, you know, that doesn't take that much room. I've got one rod rest and just a couple of little buzzers. Everything's got to be compact, you know.
When you get into a town, when you're on tour, how do you find the spots? How do you know where to go?
Well, I've been coming to the States for 30 years, so visit Chicago. I'm pretty sure Dave Murray and I came here many years ago on our first American tour with a couple of silly little rods, and we saw a guy. We were intrigued because this guy had a bow and arrow and he was trying to shoot fish. We'd never seen anything like that in England, of course. Yeah, I mean, just through travelling over the years, just you build up a little list of spots where you know you can go and wet a line, you know. Out, have a cup of tea, sit and wait. fishing here in the lagoon in Chicago, just for a couple of hours, and I've had a bite, and I've had this, oh, very lively, common, just under 20 pound, Chicago River. Nice fish actually. Just fishing right in the edge of sweet corn. Had a drop back bite just as I was casting the other rod. This one dropped back, and this fellow was on the end. Very nice. A real old tussle, very fit, strong fish on a sweet corn. So I'm happy about that.